Hello, this is Alina again from AZRank, and I will try to briefly go through our processes and how things work at AZRank in just a few minutes video so you can better understand how it goes. So, first of all, if you have already reached out to us, probably through an email, if we've met at an event or heard about us or contacted us via our website, you will most likely receive an email from us with this form inside. And we will usually say that this form should be filled in with just a basic information in order to allow us to start working on our campaign. And when I say campaign, I'm going to go back to the form in a minute. When I say campaign, I'm saying a store campaign, which is ranking campaign. It's twist of the old search find buy method. It's a workaround that we have find it's working, and we are trying to improve it and make it as better as possible as we go, and of course as safe as possible. So basically, if you're not familiar with the old search find buy ranking method, that would mean that you would give somebody, either a friend, family, or a service like us, or ManyChat um, subscribers, or anybody, just a keyword. You would say, go search for that keyword on Amazon. Look, here's the photo of my product. Find my photo, find my product, and then purchase it. And that would bring you increase in rank for that keyword. A lot have changed in the meantime, and now we are not allowed to do that anymore, technically. um, it's a whole debate around this thing, and I don't want to go into that right now. But the bottom line is that the way we do it right now, it's called store. It's something that we have been doing ever since the TOS changed in 2021. It's working even better than the old search fund buy because it's more complex and more random. And as far as I can say, we are not breaking TOS, at least not more than the old search fund buy was breaking the old TOS. So that means scan, test, observe, and report. It's basically a market research that ends up with a survey. Now, that ends up with the purchase, sorry. Now, in order to do that, so when you receive an email from us, you have this presentation with a few slides with how we do a few different methods. It's the store that I was explaining you before, which basically means the audience are gonna choose from a list of keywords. You're going to explain to understand this better in just a few minutes. And then there's the refine, which is a blind search find buy, so nobody's given any keyword at all, just the photo of the product. Go find it however you want and purchase it at the end. Now, why do they purchase it at the end? Because eventually they will give us some feedback about the product itself. So it's a two-way survey. First of all, it's going to be feedback about your listing, as you will see, and then there's feedback about the product, and a few case studies right here. Now, going back, if you have reached out to us, you will receive an email with that presentation and the form. Now, this form, please fill in with the basic information so we can have actually something to work on, like what marketplace are you going to rank, how old is the product, because if it's a new launch or it's an established product, it's very different. Your ASIN or ASINs, if there's more, just you will need to fill this a few times. What's the price, main competitors? We cannot compare, analyze, or do any kind of research if we don't have competitors from you. And when I say competitors, I'm talking about direct competitors. Don't give me the main seller in your niche, which sells 5,000 units a month when you're just launching your product, because you will not be able to compete with him right away. It's gonna need some time. So please give me the competitors you're going to go against, like, immediately. How many units you want to allocate? just a brief number, because when we do work on the plan for you, it's different to make a research for 100 units and it's different for 1000 units. So that's very important. When you'd like to start, anything else we should know, as the more information you give us, the better. If you're interested in something else like ranking on Walmart or management or stuff like that, questions, and that's pretty much it. So after you give us this basic info, we will be back to you with a file that looks like this. So you're gonna find here a lot of information. I know it's a little bit overwhelming, and maybe it's not the most professional dashboard that you have seen, but the reason that we're keeping it still this way after so many years is that everything that we do is very customized. So we're going to be changing and adapting your campaign, as we will see in an example, several times if it's needed. So there's a few information here about our other two services, PressX and PhotoLive. There's a few podcasts that we recommend in terms of launching strategies, and brief information about the listing. There's a calculator example here with its own video. It's a 2 minutes, 3 minutes video, which I advise you to watch in order to understand why this calculation is done here. It's basically you're going to pay $5,000 for a campaign with us, but your actual expense is going to be less because you're getting money back from Amazon. So that's what I'm explaining in that video, and how you should better understand what's your actual expense. And if you have $5,000 to spend as an expense, you could do more units than the initial calculated one, right? Then some information which is going to be filled, and then we're going to go to this section, which is the most important section of this whole file, and it's the actual plan of the campaign. This is where we're going to put the keywords and all the data for the keywords. This is where we're going to do the rank evolution here when we're going to start the campaign. And this is going to be the daily plan. How many units are we going to do each day, which we strictly um, respect. So these units are going to be done if planned. And then the order IDs and the information coming. Now, here's an example so you can better understand. This is like the older file we had before the calculator, but it's pretty much the same thing, invoice and everything. And this is how it looks like after a campaign has been started. So there's a lot of keywords we're tracking. They're all grouped together based on specific criteria. A lot of information there, keyword CVR, title density, all kind of, this is not showing as it should. All kind of information, and also rank evolution. As you can see, for example, in this campaign, we started from these positions and got to way better results. And we have added keywords in the process. So for example, all the white ones here were added as the campaign was going, because we had good results on the others. So we would we would want to give you basically a better result, make this campaign more efficient, so we could fit in more keywords to rank on. This is our internal stuff, how we group products and lists, but this is the initial plan for day. So if we say 35 units, then we were going to give you 35 units that day. And this is basically also the second most important part of this file, which gives you the survey results. So you can see here the orders are done in a somehow random way, but we control that random up to one point. So we can spread the orders among across all the keywords. Here are on column E suggestions from people that maybe there would be other keywords they would search for. So maybe something that you should look at. Um, all kind of questions that we ask them, suggestions coming from them, photos that might be better than your main photos. We can basically ask them everything. So this is all customizable. When you start a campaign with us, we can ask here all the any questions that you want regarding your listing or your competitor, anything that you want to find out about them. So or about the people's um, vision about your listing. So that's pretty much how this works. It all starts with an email, and then you will get the form, and then you will get the file. And after you get the file, everything happens in the file. This is filled in real time. You're going to see the orders coming in after a day or two when we set things up. After a day or two, everything is in real time, so you can always go here back to this file and check how many units were done per day, how's the rank doing, what keywords are people, what are people saying, and all that. Rank evolution is monitored here above, so you can always see we're basing our campaign on this results here. So if we're going to be on top 5 position on all keywords, then of course we're going to either message you to stop or add more keywords or make this more efficient as possible. That's why I said we're always changing it, and that's why it's still a Google sheet. Hope this helps, and we'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks.